All right.
Welcome.
Hey, everybody. Are we centered? Are we centered?
I moved it. No.
Are we? No. No. Other way.
Other way.
There we go. Hey!
Hey, we fixed
everybody.
it. All right. What are we doing today, Cam?
Well, today we're going to go through our top 5 games of 2017.
Woo!
Woo!
Because the year's over.
Yeah, basically. By
This
the time
list-
you guys see it, it'll probably be
Right.
first at
Also-
the rate of putting out videos.
This list may have a contingency here and there, solely because Xenoblade Chronicles 2 came out today.
Today.
And
I haven't even gotten it yet.
This is our favorite games of this year so far.
Yes, I would like to say favorite specifically, because I can tell you right now, not all the games in my list are the best games.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
these are not the best games by far of the year, but like I was telling Cam at the beginning, I rated mine on a scale of tedious to fun when I looked at my game collection to determine exactly what was going to be on this list.
Yeah, I am still coming up with honorable mentions here on the fly.
I've got one honorable mention ready
I think
to
I'll
go.
have 2.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have 2.
Okay.
I'll let you start.
All right.
'Cause,
I'm going to start with my number 5, and this one, if you guys have already seen our other top 5 lists, will be of no surprise to you, and that is Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard was such a surprise to me, solely based on the fact that I don't play horror games, ever.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, other than that, other than our video playing that,
Right.
I don't think I've ever actually played a real horror game since Resident Evil 2.
Yeah. Like, I don't play them. This is a complete reimagining of the series. Basically, it is a horror movie,
Yeah.
and it is really well done. I've said a bunch about it on the other video. Definitely check that out about thoughts on that. But if they continue with the series in this manner, I'm going to be super, super pleased. Because this was a total surprise to me. I rented it just because like all the reviews were like, this game is phenomenal, go play it. So I rented it and went out and bought it the next day. Like it's so visceral, it's so well done. Go play it. It's number 5 on my list, so I'm gonna pass it on to you.
All right. So my number 5, and it's nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about, but we've talked about it before. Is Matchland. I know. If you go back and watch our middle of the year video, I had Matchland on there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still playing the game. I've beaten the game. I've beaten every stage.
It's a long game.
I've beaten everything.
I'm on stage
And
like 4.
I'm still leveling up my characters, and still like they have like a 2-day kind of 10-stage thing now,
Okay.
where you log in and every 2 hours you get like a key and you can challenge it, and you got 2 days. I think it's like 28 hours or something like that to beat all 10 stages, and you get rewarded with other things, and you can spend those things for stuff, and you can't even buy those. You can't buy them.
So it's a time thing.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, you
super
can
cool.
buy everything else. At this point, I put $0 into the game. I've beaten the game. I've unlocked all the characters they have so far, unless they release new ones or release a new stage. And I'm just leveling everybody up.
That's
which
cool.
Still takes a while.
Oh yeah.
Even though I have more resources than what I need. But yeah, Matchland is free on iPhone or Android. And so, speaking of which, I probably need to play for today because I don't think I've played since I woke up. But yeah, that's my number 5.
Sweet. So number 4 for me.
Oh, I'm gonna give you so much crap for this.
Oh yes, and I've given myself a bunch of crap for this. My number 4 for the year is Fire Emblem Warriors. Not even Echoes of Valencia, but Fire Emblem Warriors. This one beat out the 3DS game that I reviewed for the channel.
The one that beat the mainstream game out.
Yes, for a side story game that just blows me away every time I play it. I don't even know what to say. Like, every single time I play this game, I just find renewed valor for it. There are so many different characters you can play as, all within the Fire Emblem universe. I have the Seasons Pass. Oh my gosh, like there's already been free DLC for it, but I bought the Seasons Pass because I believe in this game, guys.
Back when we were discussing what games we were anticipating for the year, and I put this on my list, and I remember it went from, you specifically, went from, I'm not touching this game,
Right.
no, I'm not getting it, to, I'm buying it on first day, to it now making your top 5 list of the year, and I think that's hilarious.
I even bought the special edition for the game. Like,
no, but in all honesty, it's a fantastic game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing what new DLC, especially since they started releasing the free stuff.
Yeah.
The new costumes for the main characters, the new campaign, or not campaign, but the new story mode map.
The history mode map.
We haven't even. Sam and I haven't finished the game. Sam and I did get the game, by the way.
Yeah.
We do play it a lot. Not as much as we'd like to, just because we're both so busy right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we're close to beating the story mode, and then we're going to work on the map. If it's anything like what Hyrule Warriors was,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they're going to add in all the playable characters that we know aren't in the paid DLC.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Darius.
Nope.
Or any of the boss characters.
The villains.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
boss villains. Because that's exactly what they did with Fire Emblem Warriors. They released Ganondorf and Volga and all those guys after for free. So
this game, guys.
That will flesh out the roster. And it's also funny because I remember reading it when they were like, oh, there's so many clones. The clones play differently.
Yeah.
Like,
totally differently.
I know they were saying, if they have the same weapon and they're on the same vehicle, like on a horse or on foot or whatever, they play the exact same way. That's not true.
No.
Because I love Elise
Yes.
on horseback. Don't love Leo so much.
No, I can't stand Leo. I
Just because
generally
they fight differently.
Yes, very.
Like they're different.
Leo's much slower than
Leo.
than Elise.
Elise is like, we're taking everybody with us as we go, and then Leo is like, you're dying in front of me, and they just play very different.
Right.
And I'd just like to throw that out there for anybody who had a hesitation about buying this game. By the way, this game is not in my top 5. Mm-hmm. So just showing you the swathe of Mackay from not getting it to
out of
number 4.
Yeah, the entire year. I mean, this game came out a month and a half, 2 months ago, and it made the list. Go buy it. Do yourself a favor. Buy it.
I have a feeling it's going to go on sale at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely get them on sale. It's super fun.
Absolutely.
At number 4 for me, I have Neurovoider, which we don't have there's no box or anything for it. But Neurovoider is a twin stick shooter. I don't know if it came out last year or if it actually came out this year.
I think it came out last year for Steam, but this year for Switch.
It's really, really good. Twin stick shooter. It scratches the twin stick itch for me because I love Enter the Gungeon and Devolver. Give me some information. We don't know when it's going to come out yet. We don't know when the DLC is coming out yet, but I want it.
We're both excited.
And while I'm waiting on your game to come out, I'm playing other games. I'm cheating on your game with other games. Neurovoider is really good. I still play it like almost every day just for the daily run.
Oh yeah. It's super fun.
On the Switch, if anybody can challenge me, it's not a very expensive game. It's like $15 or something like that. But I don't really have a challenge right now. I finish in the top 3 every day in the daily runs.
Yeah.
And right now I'm trying to do a sub 20-minute run, like a below 20-minute run. Jeez. I can do it in under 30 now consistently.
Yeah.
just play Neurovoider. We're gonna have some other videos for Neurovoider coming out. I plan on having a lot of fun with that.
Mm-hmm.
But Neurovoider is a very good game. If
Yeah.
you don't have a Switch, I think it's out for PS4 and Steam also.
Yeah, it's a game that, like, a testament to what Cam is talking about. I played it once and bought it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
It came over my house when we played it.
Cam was like, "Yo, let's play it," and I was like, "Sweet, let's play it."
It's stylish. The music is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I have the music stuck in my head like at random times. It's just that good.
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal.
But yeah, Neurovoider at 4.
So, my number 3, and I'm like 80% sure this is going to be on Cam's list too. Should be on everybody who owns a Switch's list. By the way, this isn't a full, like, not all of our games are Switch games, as you guys saw with Resident Evil.
All of mine are Switch games.
All of Cam's. But, you know.
Except for Matchland.
Right, except for Matchland. So, my number 3 is Splatoon 2. I never got to play the original Splatoon, except for once at Cam's house. But Splatoon 2 is a game that continuously surprises me. They continuously are putting out more DLC for it. Just over Thanksgiving, they put out 2 maps, a bunch of new weapons, a bunch of new like styles for characters.
The
new
new modes
music.
come out in December.
Right.
It's basically the second part of this patch.
Right. And, I mean, it's free. All the DLC is free for it. There's no Seasons Pass for Splatoon 2.
Oh, they have a Prestige now.
Yes.
You get to 99, you can Prestige back to 1 star.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure somebody out there has already done it, but
Oh, yeah.
that's way too much Splatoon, guys. Just play something else at some point.
It is quite a bit of Splatoon. But this one is just... I mean, there's so much to do in it. Like, you don't have to...
there's a new Salmon Run stage.
Yeah, new Salmon Run stage. You don't have to just do, like, the online multiplayer. Because there's a pretty beefy campaign mode. And, I mean, it's like 6 hours long. But that's pretty beefy.
You gotta play it with every weapon to unlock
Right.
every weapon for multiplayer.
Right,
So-
absolutely. Salmon Run is a treat of a... I mean, you know, like, every game nowadays has a horde mode to it. Or, you know, not every game, but most games nowadays,
shooters.
yeah, have a horde mode. Salmon Run is, it's just a special version of horde mode that is so much more fun than just your basic, alright, here's a bunch of waves of enemies. The bosses are super cool in Salmon Run. The fact that it changes your weapon every round is super, super just
Have
like...
you played since they put out the hidden weapons a few
No.
months ago?
So
they
I have played, but I haven't played Salmon Run.
So they have hidden weapons now, like where, like, you'll get a weapon that pops up on the thing that have a question mark on it.
Oh.
And it's basically like an overpowered version of usually the Clash Blaster, or the Blaster, that shoots really, really fast but drains your ink like pretty much in a second.
That's awesome.
But it's, yeah.
So, yeah, number 3 on my list is Splatoon 2. Since this game came out, they have a Switch that has the green and pink Joy-Con and comes with Splatoon 2. So if you don't have a Switch yet and you want one, they have a version of it with that. Game's well worth over $60, in my opinion.
I agree. I mean, they said they already said it was going to be, you know, more support for this one than the first game.
They said at least 2 years.
Yeah,
Minimum 2 years of support. So, number 3 on my list, Splatoon 2, well worth it. Go pick it up.
At number 3 on my list, I have another old game. Switch is good for old games and ports. But I have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Oh, man.
Mario Kart 8 is one of those games that I think I have more hours in Mario Kart 8 than I do any other game on my Switch.
Yeah.
And it's because we literally play Mario Kart almost every time the Switch gets turned on.
Oh, yeah. Mario Kart
It's one of those things that it's just a test of time. One, everybody can play it. Everybody knows how to play it.
Oh, yeah.
It's really simple to play. 2, we play drinking games to it.
Yeah.
So
It's like obviously it's an older game, but it's the deluxe version of the older game, and it's still fun after, how long has Mario Kart 8 been out? 4 years? 3 years?
3 years, something like that.
It's still a blast.
It is. I still really have yet to get into battle mode. But the actual game has gotten to the point where we kind of know it like the back of our hands, and everybody in my household, we just kind of pick random carts now. Like, I don't even have a main character for Mario Kart 8 anymore. We just pick random carts, random characters, and we go at it. And we have so much fun with this game. I have over 170 hours in Mario Kart 8. 170 hours.
That's a long time.
And that's just my play.
Right.
Like, oh, it's ridiculous, guys.
See, for me, it's King Boo on the blue teddy bear cart.
Yes.
With the orange wheels, and that's how I play Mario Kart 8.
I play with random.
Yeah. But
different person every time.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 is. I mean, if you have a Switch, you have to have that game.
Yes.
There's no way.
Oh yeah. If you have a Switch, you need. There's a few games you need. Mario Kart 8 was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just understand that.
Go by.
Just know it. I'll do my number 2 first, since it's already been done. It's Splatoon 2.
Okay. Splatoon 2 on the list.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to all the new DLC. I play it like almost religiously. Like, I play it, I'll pick it up and I'll play it like nothing but that for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
I did get up to rank S with everything. I'm not rank S with everything anymore. I'm just S in Splat Zones.
I'm still rank C.
But yes, it's fantastic. I'm looking forward to all the new stuff they have. I'm glad they are holding their promise on rolling out new things. I'm glad to see the new modes, and I'm looking forward to how they play.
Yes. Because it's just fun. It is the epitome of just, like... I know we've talked about this on the channel before, but Nintendo is just bringing fun back to playing video games. And this is the epitome of that.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
I agree. With that being said, I do plan on... I am a Nintendo fanboy, guys. Just understand that. But I do plan on getting an Xbox soon. So, next year you should see some Xbox.
Yes.
At least some Xbox stuff come
From
out.
Tam.
Yeah, from me. Because
And
right now I play, I got to put on the list stuff that I know. And I know...
No, Nintendo.
I know Nintendo. I know Switch specifically, because I don't think I got any 3DS games this year.
Which is mind-blowing to me.
Alright. And then, number 1.
Whoa, I gotta do my number 2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Which is a Monster Hunter game. So, it's Monster Hunter Stories. That's my number 2. It's basically Monster Hunter Pokemon. And I want to make this clear, this game beat Ultra Moon for me. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Which I'm frustrated with at the moment.
That's a whole nother video.
I'll do another video on it. But Monster Hunter Stories is amazing. Shout out to Phil, real quick. I know he plays this a ton. Unfortunately, Cam hasn't gotten the chance to play this one yet. Other than the demo, which the demo does record your progress and it pulls it over to the main game.
Yeah.
I already have like 80-something hours on this game.
Wow.
And I haven't beaten the story yet, just because I've been like cruising around with the monsters. Oh yeah. Once you get to the high rank monsters, I mean, like, you unlock the subspecies. So like you can get like a Stygian's an ogre, and this week actually the Glavenus DLC comes out. Oh.
Is it free just like in Monster Hunter?
Oh yeah. All the DLC
Sweet.
for this game is free.
Sweet.
That's another awesome thing. I have most of the amiibo for this game, which did not come out in America, so I've had to import those from Japan. It's beautiful for a 3DS game.
Yeah, it does look really nice.
Yeah, the character models are gorgeous, the gameplay's a blast, the collectathon of the monsters is just like, oh. Yeah, number 2. Can't say enough good things about Monster Hunter Stories. I think even it's like $30 at GameStop
Yeah.
now. Like, it's not even the full 40.
Oh yeah. No.
And it hasn't even been out for a year. So go out, treat yourself to this gem right here. So, yeah. And number 1 is both of our number 1s. It's going to be number 1 on just about everybody who's out there, really.
Yes. If you've played it, it's either everybody I've read either it's the game of the century or you hate it because you're a hater. Like honestly,
people who hate it just I don't think they get the game. Like I don't think they understand.
I don't think they care to, but
and it's a hater mentality kind of thing.
It's that was alright, and it's like, well, if you beat it in a week, you really didn't play it.
You didn't.
But it's Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Woo!
Like I said before, it's probably in my greatest games of all time.
This, I think, and you and I have had many different discussions on it. I think we both think it's the best game ever, like, on a technical standpoint.
Just what they did to an entire genre.
Mm-hmm.
Like it literally is the adventure game.
It throws you into the world, and you make your own adventure out of it.
It's brilliant in its simplicity.
Yes, absolutely, and it's one of those games that feels like it's the stripped down version of an adventure game, but it's perfect
epic.
in that. Yeah,
right.
It is perfect in its simplicity.
Yes.
It's not trying to do anything that underneath the edges or anything like that. I mean, it is just
it's the quintessential Zelda game.
Absolutely.
I don't think it doesn't get any better than that for an adventure game.
No.
Not yet anyway.
No. Yeah.
Like in 10 years, come at me with something else. But,
right. We'll see the next Zelda.
As far as adventure gaming and open world gaming, this is it. This is adventure open world gaming.
Absolutely.
You don't get any better than that. Do you have any honorable mentions?
I do. Let me get it real quick. Because the case is right here, and I'm sure people are surprised that this was not in my top 5. Super Mario Odyssey is one of my honorable mentions. My eye starts twitching every time I talk about this game. It's one that everybody who has a Switch is just like, oh my gosh, this game is one of the best. Like, it's Breath of the Wild, but for Mario.
I have to admit, I have not played it. Haven't touched it. Haven't played a demo. Haven't picked it up. Because when I play it, I want to play it start to finish.
Right.
All the way through. Haven't really watched any video or anything on it.
You shouldn't. And
but
it's
I
better that way.
I want to because I heard what Breath of the Wild does for adventure games, it kind of does for the 3D platformer.
Yeah, and it does.
I've heard brilliant things about how the hat mechanics and Mario's simple jump mechanics turn the game into how do we not break the game, but how do we exploit the game?
Yes,
to make it more fun for the player.
And it's built that way so that there is a large explorability in the how can we break it kind of thing.
Right.
And
I've heard that the game rewards you for
yes,
doing it.
there are, and there aren't any like moons in that aspect, so they're not like expecting you to break the game in order to 100% it or anything like that. But there are coins in areas that you'd think you wouldn't be able to get to.
Right.
Or
and they did that
hidden
because
areas.
they were like, well, if they figure out how to get over here, we should reward them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm looking forward to it. It's one of those games that I said before I'll pick up down the road.
Yeah, my wife actually surprised me with it on day one, which was super awesome. Thank you, Whitney. Shout out. And it's not that I don't like it, because it is an honorable mention on this list. It's a blast to play. I don't think that it's a 10 out of 10 It's more like a 8.5 for
Okay.
me. And I mean, I haven't finished it yet, so maybe once I'm done with it, that'll change my perspective on it. I'm like 3/4 of the way through it. Just like a couple different things that have come out on the Switch have kind of grabbed my attention.
Right, have preempted it, basically.
Right.
I have 2 honorable mentions.
Okay. Ooh, I might have one more when you're done.
Okay. But I have 2 honorable mentions. One of them, well, I'll get to the honorable mention first. It's Mario and Rabbids.
Okay.
I didn't buy Mario and Rabbids, but I borrowed it from Mackay.
Mm-hmm.
I still actually have it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a really, really good game.
Yes.
I remember when the Switch came out. When I get a console, I kind of need different genres of games kind of filled.
Oh, yeah.
I always need a strategy game that I can pick up at a moment's notice, play, and literally be able to like be distracted and then go back to playing it. Be distracted, be cooking or something, and then while I'm letting something simmer for 5 minutes, pick it up, play it.
Right.
Alarm goes off, put it down without turning it off. Continue cooking, finish and pick it back up.
Right.
And I thought that was going to be at first I was thinking it was going to be Disgaea 5.
I'm glad you didn't get that game because, like, every character can be level 9,999.
Right. Well, like Disgaea, I understood the meat of it. It's
Mhm.
just the mechanics of the game didn't feel all that intriguing to me. Like
Yeah.
it had a lot of options,
Mhm.
but it never gave me a real reason to use them.
No.
So when I found out about Mario and Rabbids, I was kind of excited. Well, the game that hasn't come out yet, what's the Chucklefish game?
Oh, Wargroove.
Wargroove
Oh.
has been pushed back to 2018. So I held out for Wargroove. It didn't come out. I heard about Mario and Rabbids, and I was excited.
Right.
The problem with Mario and Rabbids, and the reason why it doesn't make my top 5, is that it is extremely linear.
Yes.
I've kind of put it to the side just because I don't want to finish it yet. Like, it's a very, very good game.
Oh, yeah.
The game bends how you use the characters. The game bends how you play the game yourself. And it kind of requires it of you, and it makes it a good game.
Mhm.
However, once you get to the end, you got the challenges, and then you're done. That's it.
And there's like 6 or 7 co-op maps, and that's
Right,
it.
and there's DLC, we know that, and they're going
Right.
to add a new character and add a new little mini campaign, but it's
that's
still linear.
Paid.
It's
paid DLC.
Oh yeah, I know that. They did have it on discount
They did.
for Black Friday.
Right.
You get the DLC in the game for like
It's like 20.
$5 more. Than,
Was it $5?
Yeah, it was
I
like
think
55
standard
or
price
something
it's
like
like
that,
$20
or 65
more.
or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is, it's a good game. It's a
Mhm.
really good game. I haven't finished it yet just because I don't want to finish it. I
Yeah.
don't want to be done with it. It's really good. With that being said, my other honorable mention, I've only had it for a week or so now,
Mm-hmm.
is, and I have it actually here with me today, Has Been Heroes.
Yeah.
And it's odd because the reviews for this game are extremely middling. I think it's sitting at like a 55 on Metacritic.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. And so I'm playing.
I didn't know that.
I picked up this game because it was $10 brand new at GameStop on Black Friday. I picked it up.
It's
Because I was like,
Your
oh.
first physical game for
It is. This is my first actual box that I can hold and touch. Everything else I have is digital.
Those of you who know me, I have to have the box.
Mackie with his feelies over there.
I am with my feelies.
So it's my first physical game. I figured I'd pick it up. Even if it's terrible, I could just, chuck the cart somewhere and be done with it.
Right.
And when I started playing it, I understood the frustrations right off the bat. The game, this is probably the worst intro to a game I've liked I've ever had ever.
It is fairly difficult.
Yeah. Okay. So The game itself kind of has like a tutorial stage, but the tutorial doesn't teach you how to play the game.
Nope.
The tutorial tells you to do things. I mean, you saw me play it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The tutorial tells you to do things, but you don't know why you do them. And so then it throws you into this game that's way hard, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Extremely difficult.
Watching him play it, I was like, what on earth?
This happening? Right. I told you how to play the game. I kind of talked you through how to play the game.
Right.
And then I just went at warp speed.
Right.
Because that's what kind of game it is. Once you know how to play the game is really, really fun.
And
it's really deep.
There's no reason to dial back just to show somebody, because eventually they'll be at that level too.
Right. It's really deep, and it has its things that it does really right, like the unlockables and everything. It's just really hard to get into. And so if you paid full price for this, I apologize, because you were walking into a game that you didn't know what to do, and the game was not going to tell you.
Right.
The game was not going to tell you any of this stuff.
No.
There's so many things, not so many, there's a couple of things that I looked up, a couple of mechanics to the game that I would not have even known had I not looked them up, because the game doesn't tell me.
Right.
The game doesn't tell me that if you set somebody on fire and then you hit them with a water spell, it makes steam, and steam slows down enemies. At no point
You'd think
does
the
it make
fire
that
would
explicit.
put the water out, but it does something else.
Yeah, it does something else too, and the game doesn't tell you that.
And it was really funny when you were explaining it to me, because you were like, yeah, so steam is the opposite of something, I don't know what it is yet. And then, and I was like, wait, what? But
yeah,
it makes sense if you just look at the amount of spells and items and characters and enemies and stages and endings.
It makes some for crazy customization, and there's so it's kind of frustrating, because I only have like 6 characters unlocked, and I want to use more. I want to see if there's something better for me.
Right, and I'm sure there is, because there's like 30 characters in the game.
Yeah, there's like a bunch, and it's just I think it's a game that does not deserve to be a 55 on Metacritic, but because it has a terrible intro, awful intro, it just turns people off.
Well, and I think there's merit to certain people liking it for certain reasons.
Yeah.
Because I can see a bunch of reviewers being like, this game's way too hard. I played it for 10 hours and didn't get it.
If you come in with the way too hard,
yeah.
way too hard is not an indictment on a game's rating or a game's score.
No.
But when your game is hard because your game doesn't tell you what to do, it just expects you to kind of already know how to play it. Come on, guys.
And it's, interestingly enough, it's published by GameStop.
Yes.
It's I think it's the second game they've done. They did, oh my gosh, what was it called? The Ocean one. That's bad. But Game Trust is GameStop's publishing license company.
Okay.
And when it loaded, I didn't know that it was published by GameStop, and I was like, huh. Because they're kind of going for these like $20 titles, which that's smart.
I mean, I would have paid $20 for this game. After playing it.
And after watching it, I'd pay $20 for it.
I think it's a good game that deserves. It's the strategy game that I've wanted for the Switch. It really scratches that itch, and it makes me hope that Wargroove is as good as I hope it is, because it will get me to Wargroove. It's long enough. Its design is not exactly fair at times, but it's still fun enough that I could be like, oh man, that sucks. Let's try again.
Right. Wargroove is the game that I can't wait for.
I can't wait for Enter the Gungeon. You know how many? You know how long it's been since I played Enter the Gungeon, and that game is like one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are our. Unless you have another.
I've got one more, and I'm not going to go get the case. It's Metroid. Samus Returns.
Metroid, yes.
And all I'm going to say is that it's really fun. I haven't beaten it yet. It deserves to be on the list, but I haven't beaten it yet, so I can't put like a solid yes. You know what I mean? So that's my other honorable mention. But
with that being said, we know that we didn't put anything PlayStation or on there. Look, guys, we don't have
PlayStation.
My
I did some downsizing, and I no longer have a PlayStation 4.
PlayStation to make the cut, guys.
So,
with that being said, I think there's a lot of good games out there on PlayStation.
oh yeah,
So if you play and you think we should have put on
Horizon, Near Automata,
no, not that one. The NOIH.
Neo.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, that's a great game. I don't know. I haven't played it.
Haven't played it. I'm too busy playing Switch. Sorry. Oops.
Oops.
I got Pokemon Ultra Moon and I played it like twice. I've just been playing Switch. I can't stop.
The Switch is good, guys.
It's so good.
Console of the year, Nintendo Switch.
Oh yeah, yeah. Quick little plug there.
But with that being said, if you have any things you want to talk to us about, you can always talk to us. We're on
Hit
the
us up
Twitter.
on Twitter at the Cricket Party.
We're on the gram. Oh man, I didn't put up our picture of our food from last time.
Oh, we missed lunch.
Oh,
we missed the
man.
pho.
I mean, we didn't miss
the pho.
lunch. We had lunch.
Oh,
But I didn't put up the picture. I'll put up the fluff for today.
Okay.
And I don't know.
we'll go to Hobos again sometime.
Yeah, we'll go to Hobos. That's good too.
Yeah.
But we do have more videos coming out.
Yes.
Just
soon.
bear with us. We're in the busy season for both of us.
Both of our work schedules have been crazy lately, so
Yeah.
bear with us, guys. Thank you for following us and subscribing. We're up to quite a few subscribers now, so thank you all.
Yes.
Shout out to all of you.
There are more subscribers on this channel than there are on my personal channel, which would make me feel bad, but I really don't. I don't care.
We're happy. We don't do this for views or likes. We do this for fun. So
Yeah, that's true. But we appreciate your views.
yes. So hit us up on Twitter, Instagram. Check us out in the comment section below, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Sweet. About like 20 minutes, something like that. Maybe longer.
It's probably longer.